Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Kezia or Kaz. I like all things makeup, beauty and skincare, and today I'm going to do my 10th project pan update of my usage goals, of my foundations for my base product and my eyeshadow palettes that I'm panning. And I've also got a usage goal palette, as you know. I also just want to say that there hasn't been a lot of progress. However, there is actually shades in each of the palettes that I've actually used the last couple of weeks, and there might not be significant changes, but it's shades that I've actually been really wanting to focus on, and I think I've managed to do that. There is a dint, however, in my blends palette of this shade here. So we'll start with this one. This is just a shade called Truth, and I've managed to dip it more, so I think there's going to be a pan in this soon. And as you can see, it's kind of I use this as a base all over to do a contour cool toned. Also I've been using more of this shade, which is called Intuition, and I've used that when I've done grey eye looks in my own time. Now, as you can see, none of these have been panned yet, but I can see a pan in this very soon because I use this all the time. I haven't got it on today, but I think this palette is becoming a challenge. So yeah, I'm really wanting to focus on this. The next one is my Sample Beauty, and there's a few pans in this. Last time I was shocked to tell you that I had panned this. I hadn't even realised. However, this shade here, which is called Every Cloud, I have used a bit more. There hasn't really been a bit of a dint. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wasn't expecting it because I have used these the last couple of weeks because I haven't been filming a lot. However, my skin routine has been dreadful. My skin's been dehydrated and I've not been feeling well enough to film any makeup or do my makeup much. So if I have done it, it's been in my own time. But yeah, I've still got a lot to do. I've still, as you know, got to do Every Cloud, Fudge and Smoky, but I think, again, as I've said in every project pan, them are going to be winter looks. Next one is my NYX Ultimate Paradise Shock, and if I'm being totally honest with you, I've not picked this up at all. It's still the same. I am really struggling at the minute maintaining my eyeshadows because I haven't been able to do my eye makeup as much. My skincare, as I say, has been dreadful. I'll talk about more of that when I do my base products, when I talk about the base products. But I feel like right now my eye makeup has took a bit to the side. There is a dint. Sorry, I didn't even explain. It's this palette, this shade, sorry, and this shade that I'm actually now working on. And then after I've managed to do these shades, I'm going to roll in some more shades for the winter because this is an autumn winter palette in my opinion. So yeah, I'm all over the shop today, guys. And the last one is my usage goal, and this will be no shock to you to know that this is my P. Louise AM to PM palette. And again, there's been no progress on this whatsoever because I haven't been using it. But I do have a little aim as to use more of these kind of shades, the pinks, the purples, in the next couple of weeks because I'm gravitating towards pinks and purples at the minute. I've seen a lot of them on Instagram. I've seen a lot of brands show your looks using the pinks and purples, and usually I don't wear purples, but that could change because I do like pink, so I might add a bit of purple. I need to get out my comfort zone, to be honest with yous. So that was my palette. Being honest with you guys, not a lot of progress. I'm really going to work on myself though to get these more progress. Next, I'm going to go into my foundations, and yeah, talking about what I said before, my skincare has been horrendous. My skin has been very bad. I think it's the weather, because my skin has been dehydrated. I went to Boots where I'm from, near where I'm from, and sorry, I've got an itchy ear. And I went and got my skin, like a little skin consultation with Number 7. I love Number 7 makeup, and they use this machine called, like, it's like a photo thing. They put like a machine on your face and it takes photos of your skin and it shows you the results, and it's like 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5. 5 out of 5 it's good. So it had hydration, I don't know, but one of them that come up was dehydration, and it said, or hydration it was, and it said that it was 1 out of 5. So my skin was very, very dry and it needed to be moisturized more, and she gave us some options, and she said, what foundation are you using? And I said, I use Number 7, this foundation basically, Number 7 Stay Perfect. And she went, that is a very matte coverage, you need something dewy and you need a cream to put underneath. So I says, what would you suggest? And she told us about a foundation. They do a dewy foundation and they do a really light one. I can't remember what it's called, but she gave us a sample of it, and she said you need to get a nice hydration moisturizer, and she says you need to do a good skincare routine. You need to clarify, you need to wash, and you need to exfoliate, that's the word. So I says to her, what do I use? And she went, it's up to you. I can't afford Number 7 skincare at the minute. I love Number 7, they're a fantastic brand, especially for the skincare, but I couldn't afford it, so I'm just using Asda's, for example. So I have been using the VO5, or E45, sorry, that's a hair care brand, E45, a moisturiser, and my skin's actually starting to feel a bit better. I also got advised to go to It Cosmetics, and they do a BB cream, a CC cream, I think, or just a CC cream, I can't remember. But they give us it, and they've given us a matte one and they give us a dewy one. And I've got it on my face now, and it's actually making my skin look quite healthy. I did put a bit of this on because I really wanted it to look matte. The one that I've got on underneath is the CC cream. It looks very, very, I think it's just more of a light base sort of thing, but it's very light and I wanted to add something, so I have got this. But I've been told that this is more for, like, if you've got oily skin, if you want to matte it down, because it's obviously Stay Perfect and it's a matte. However, I do like different foundations and different finishes each day, so it doesn't really matter. But I think going into my project pan, I think I'm going to still use this, but I'm not going to use it as much the next couple of months because I want to keep my skin looking dewy. I'm going to have a look at Number 7 to see if I can find a nice light but also dewy foundation. I love me satin foundations, but I don't know if Number 7 do one. But talking of satin foundations, Collection. This is another one in my project pans and I use this all the time. I haven't put it on my skin today, but this foundation is one of the best foundations I've ever tried, and I use this all the time. It's a full coverage but lightweight formula, increases skin moisture, and I'm going to be using this for the rest of the year probably. It depends, but when I'm tanned I'm going to go in with a different colour because this is very light on my skin. So yeah, I haven't been doing a lot of videoing recently, and I'm just telling you why. My skincare's not been great. I've not been feeling up to it. Anyway, 2 more foundations. The Lasting Perfection Matte Finish. Again, I'm staying away from my matte foundations at the minute because my skin is so dehydrated. Gonna keep up with my skincare though, but I know that I'm looking for dewy because at the moment a lot of people are wearing dewy foundations because of the heat and the weather, and I think it looks really healthy. Again, people who get away with wearing mattes in the blazing sun, hats off to yous. Hats off to yous. I don't know how you do it, but it makes my skin feel uncomfortable. Like today, I normally put 3 to 4 pumps on this because it goes a long way, but today I've only been able to do 1, and my face feels very, very comfortable because of the heat outside. And that again was matte. Now the last one is a foundation that no one really talks about, but I love this foundation, and it is the Natural Collection Hydration and Radiance. So really, this might be a one that I need to start using because it's saying it's hydration and radiance, so it'll make my skin look glowy and flawless. So yeah, I think I'm going to work on this one. I'm going to try and get a good use out of this one. So okay, yeah, I'm going to challenge myself to use this foundation more, I think. So when I do some more makeup looks, I think I'm going to use this one. This foundation never gets talked about. I know that they've rebranded and redesigned the brand. I didn't know if Natural Collection was still a thing because it's been around for like ever. But when I went in the Boots the other day, it was. And again, I've always liked Natural Collection. It was one of the first brands I ever picked up. But yeah, guys, again, I'm sorry that I haven't filmed an updated Project Pan recently. And I'm sorry, again, my hair looks disgusting. I'm sorry I haven't actually filmed for a while. A lot going on. Not been very well. I've also been on holiday as well, and while I was on holiday, because of the heat and how clammy it was, I never put makeup on at all. I attempted to put foundation on the Saturday and it just sweated off within the first. I was even in the UK and it just sweated off within an hour because of how hot it was. So I thought I'm not even going to bother. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you like what you've seen, and it would really help us. Thank you guys. Bye.